Let's go over a few more of these to make sure you're on the right track. Magnesium carbonate. Magnesium has a positive 2. Carbonate is a polyatomic ion. Notice how it ends in ATE, and it is CO3 negative 2. Notice the positive 2 and the negative 2 cancel. We have a 1-to-1 ratio. So now we just copy down the Mg, copy down the CO3, always copy your subscripts, crisscross your invisible ones, and you don't write them. Lithium sulfate. Lithium has a positive 1. Sulfate is SO4 minus 2. It is on the polyatomic ions list. Now we crisscross. First, copy your lithium and copy your sulfate, SO4. Now crisscross the superscripts. Take the 2 off the sulfate and put it on the lithium. No parentheses because this is a monatomic ion with only one type of atom. And take the invisible 1 from the lithium so we don't write anything on the sulfate. Beryllium phosphate. Beryllium is a positive 2. Phosphate is PO4 minus 3. Copy down beryllium, copy down phosphate, PO4. Now crisscross the superscripts. The 3 after phosphate goes after the beryllium. The 2 after beryllium goes after the PO4. It goes with the entire PO4. We have more than one of this polyatomic ion, so we use parentheses. Let's skip down a little bit to aluminum acetate. Aluminum is on the periodic table with a positive 3. Acetate is on your polyatomics ions list, C2H3O2 negative 1. Now copy your ions, Al and C2H3O2, and then crisscross your charges. The 1 goes after aluminum. It's invisible, so don't write it. The 3 goes after the acetate. Since we have more than one of this polyatomic ion, we must put parentheses. Let's skip down to calcium chloride. Notice that it ends in "ide" and it is not hydroxide. Therefore, both calcium and chloride are on the monatomics ions. So they're found on your periodic table. So calcium, Ca plus 2, chloride, Cl minus. You never have parentheses if you don't have any polyatomic ions, so a binary compound with 2 elements will not have parentheses. Copy down Ca, copy down Cl, crisscross your superscripts. The 2 goes after the Cl. Remember not to put any charges on any of your answers. Remember not to put any superscripts on any of your answers. They must all be subscripts at the bottom. Ammonium chloride. Ammonium is on the polyatomics ions list, NH4+. Chloride is on the periodic table, negative 1. Copy your subscripts and formulas, NH4Cl. Crisscross the superscripts. They're all invisible ones, so you don't write them. Let's skip down to beryllium sulfate. Beryllium, Be plus 2 from the periodic table. Sulfate, SO4 minus 2 from the polyatomic ions list. So then we copy our formulas, Be and SO4. Oh, and notice it's a 2-to-2 ratio, which is really a 1-to-1 ratio. We have invisible ones, and so we don't write them. And finally, ammonium arsenide. Ammonium is on the polyatomics ions list, NH4+. Arsenide is a negative ion on the periodic table, As negative 3. And now we crisscross. We write NH4, we write As. Then we crisscross the 3 after the NH4. Oh, we're going to have more than one of the polyatomic, so put parentheses. Put the invisible 1 after the arsenic so you don't write it. Let me go over a few of the names in case you needed help with those. Lithium hydroxide, sodium nitride, sodium nitrate, ammonium nitrate, potassium phosphate, potassium phosphide, calcium carbide, calcium carbonate, calcium hydroxide, potassium oxide, strontium acetate, aluminum chlorate, aluminum chloride, calcium phosphide. Hopefully that helps.